A while ago, I tweeted this out. Send me your OC so I could draw it. The reason I'm interested in doing this is because of the hashtag Draw This in Your Style challenge. I've hosted a couple of these before, but I've never done it for someone else. I've never drawn someone else's OC in my style. And it got me thinking, what is my style? You see, I'm a freelance illustrator. I work with a lot of clients, and that means having to change my style up depending on the project. One day I could be working on some cutesy stuff for a t-shirt. The next day I could be designing levels for a video game. Even my personal work fluctuates in style. Even across all my social media platforms, it changes. Something on ArtStation looks different from something that I post on Twitter, which looks different from the stuff I post on Instagram. So what is my style? And more importantly, how do I find it? So I'm looking through all the replies I got on Twitter, and it's really hard to choose, so I think I'm going to draw all of them. A while back in an interview with ImagineFX, I got asked this question. How would you describe your own style? I find it difficult to describe my own style, and much the same way it's difficult to describe one's own handwriting. I find an analogy to hold up to this day. Pick up a pen and write a story about a little boy who finds a talking frog. Try to write as fast as you can. Are you thinking about your handwriting? Odds are you're thinking about the story instead. How the plot unfolds, what the character's gonna do next. Your hand is just moving on its own without you having to fuss over the ABCs. Style is to an artist what handwriting is to a writer. Okay, mostly. Herein lies the problem with style. We use the word style to represent two different things, the surface style and the underlying style. Surface style, the handwriting, is what most people think of when they say style. What colors they use, how they shade a drawing, how thick their line art is, how they draw eyes. The underlying style, the story, is a little more personal. It's the choice of subject matter, the mood, it's how you interpret a certain scene. You could say that the surface is how you draw, and the underlying style is what you draw. I'm not saying one is more important than the other. Some artists are more distinguished by their surface style, and others by their underlying style. Kim Jung-gi, for instance, is really well known for his surface style. His intricate wide-angled scenes combined with his immaculate ink work makes for a very distinctive look. Simon Stollenhag, on the other hand, is known for his underlying style. The moody, brooding landscapes accented with dystopian sci-fi subjects is what makes a Simon Stollenhag painting a Simon Stollenhag painting. Let me just take this chance to say that these two aspects are not mutually exclusive. There is a huge overlap. One influences the other.
I wanted the rhythms of Stardust to be sort of very antiquated rhythms. And I thought, there's probably a difference to the way that one writes with a fountain pen.
Style is a combination of these two components, and these two components are determined by you as a person. What you like, what you're good at, even how you're feeling on a particular day affects your choices, affecting how you draw. All these serve to inform who you are as a human being and consequently who you are as an artist. I've never really been too concerned about my personal style really. I've come to accept it as a result, a reflection of the person I was, am, and will become. It's perfectly okay to be concerned about it though. I've just never been the type to worry about my handwriting. I have terrible handwriting. I've just seen too many artists, young artists who are overly concerned about developing a signature style, assuming that they'll stick to it for the rest of their life and that it will define their whole career. Heck, even Picasso went through a bunch of phases. They get so obsessed, these young artists, that they fail to see that style comes out of life. It's a result of your development as a person. It comes from you living your life. Your likes, your dislikes, your wants, your favorite color, your temperament all serve to inform how you draw eyes on your OC. I guess asking the question, what's your style, is kind of like asking, who you are as a person? And I think the only good answer to that is, I don't know.